Hi Music of Franklin students, Mr. M here. Today we're going to be talking about how to get a straight left wrist on the violin today, and specifically in first position. And what you'll need is a pencil and a rubber band. Stick around to the end of the video. You might have heard Miss Sarah, Miss B, or myself always emphasizing having a straight wrist on the violin. Now, why is having a straight wrist important? Well, let me tell you. It's because it helps us get the right notes in the right place. And for instance, if I have my violin left wrist, my violin hand, which is over here, if it's over here, then my fingers are not going to go to the right place. If we have a straight wrist, our fingers can work independently from one another and they can reach a little farther, and it'll actually be easier for us in the long run as we approach harder repertoire. So I'm going to use my pencil and my rubber band to help us with this cool, fun exercise that you can try at home. I want you to take your rubber band and I want you to look at these three corners, kind of like a triangle right over here. And we oftentimes, this is this little piece of wood right over here. We go through foot check, we put thumb on the back. This is where we put the thumb on the back. So this is going to be important when we put the rubber band on. So we're going to take the rubber band, we're going to take it from side to side, right over here. And then we're going to put the rubber band up here without letting it slip. And now you see that clear triangle on the back of the violin. Here's the next step, and it's a really cool step. You're gonna take the eraser part of your pencil and you're gonna slide it up underneath the rubber band. So this should be the end result, and I want to emphasize that you want the pencil to be on the same side as where your wrist goes. And this is gonna be like a nice gentle reminder for your wrist not to be collapsed. So how does this work? So you'll see that the eraser part of my pencil is right over here, and whenever we touch the pencil, that tells us that we can't collapse our wrist. So this is a gentle reminder. You could adjust it. Typically I like to adjust it at an angle a little bit out, so that way the actual palm of my hand is facing outward a little bit, and to help encourage us to have a straight wrist. And as you can tell, we always will go for the finger boxes on our left hand, and you could also see that we have a nice curvature on the left hand, and it'll be a lot easier for us in the long run to get all the notes correct. Another reason why having a straight wrist is so important is because to avoid tension. It may sound counterintuitive at first, but once you start getting the hang of it, it's kind of like riding a bicycle. When you ride a bicycle and you haven't ridden a bicycle for a very long time, you get on the bike and you start riding again. Same idea with the violin. Once you really start working hard at having a straight left violin wrist, then things become a lot easier. Getting the notes in tune become easier. Making sure that your fingers have the right spacing becomes more in tune and a lot easier. So I really encourage you to try this exercise. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure to subscribe to the Music of Franklin YouTube channel, where you could also find some other tips and tricks on violin playing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.